Hello, welcome to the February edition of my Medbury line updates. There's been a tad, well, a lot of time in between them. Anyhow, what I've done here, not much in lower staging yards is where we're starting. Some of these points have been made operational, but still a bit of wiring to be done. Still very much work in progress. The steps here to get up to the layout when there's the usual derailments needs to be finished. What I intend to do is to make a platform the same height as this, go that way, so we can get on and easily into that area. At the moment it's rather uncomfortable. So that's basically it with the lower staging yard. Quick peek at the JMRI computer system. You've got the Raspberry, that little red LED box. You've got the Wi-Fi antenna and the screen and mouse. At the moment showing one of the control panels. And a logo waiting to be read into the system to create the database. Entry exit to the area. This is known as the Henry switch because he accidentally turned the whole layout off one day when he came to have a visit. Young Henry didn't realise that when he hit this switch here, it turns the whole layout off, and the red switch up there then starts it up with a latching relay. Into the what used to be called the sunroom. Over to Broughton Lyco. It's rather full of Lycos at the moment. Various prototypes, including this FEF and by Andrew Gallagher. Lovely Lyco. This area is not actually operational at the moment because I am doing servo point motors underneath, and there's still some systems to be cut and made operational. Broughton pretty much the same as it was for most of the year. I've fixed up on the point motors under the double slip there, and what I've actually started is the third goods through road, starting there, going around to those points there, and then it then rejoins the yard here. The other point there goes around to that point just there, and that's a oil depot. Up here comes my train coming around and around on the continuous loop section. And all bits and pieces all over the place. Let's go up to ICH. Oh, before we do that, the bridge. 3 of the columns aren't attached to them, and they only got blue tack and need to be fixed up. And this canyon needs a lot more work done to it, but it'll come. Yep, OM30 NAs. They can go around about 50% of the railway before they keep hitting stuff. Wait until I get signals and station platforms in, and then their route availability will be lessened. ICH, still fully operational, and at the moment we've got this tablet acting as control panel, so I can change points with it, and it works quite well. And that, just for information, is an engine driver app to run a train, which at the moment I've got the T-Class selected to use for another demo. Again, not much has changed here apart from that. So onwards and upwards, but instead of going upwards we'll just go downwards. There's a trestle boot job built thanks to David Folks with his AMRA articles from about a year or two ago. it really helped me in building this. There's no fine detail on it and no bolts, but it looks okay from this distance. Obviously a lot of work to be done. The track behind will have concrete and brick piers looking much like Mount Emu Creek Bridge out in the west. Oh, there's that train again, going round and round and round, but that's okay. Getting up to JJ Loop, nothing's been done at JJ Loop at all until we get to the other end of JJ Loop where we've got some more lighting in, and that's more of the effect you want, is good strong light and everything underneath it, above it, a bit darker. Okay, back to the other room as we wind our way up. Warren Loops had not much done, just still a storehouse of DCC logos needing fixing, and where I've currently had the 2 R classes. One belongs to Kevin Beresford, and it's a very nice one too. Haven't done much with the cement silo area, just got the bits and pieces still loosely sitting there. They just await time eventually to get going and set up. No work between here and Greyston. Still got to work on this factory. I've got to make a floor plan so I can then finish it off, or start it I should say, including loading dock, false images behind it, etc, etc. What it's going to be a factory of, I don't know, but it's still going to be probably one of almost the largest structures other than grain silos. Speaking of which, here at Greyston there's the grain silo built by Bill Dyke for me, and what a great item it is. Station here keeps on getting moved around all the time because it hits the American logos, but once I secure it, there will be a problem. Still got to build the platform for the goods shed, which was built by Andrew Christie. It's a very nice shed indeed. Of interest is the K-Class, which has started to run well after a lot of work by Mark Laidley in originally building it, chipping it, and seeing if he can get it working properly. It was an emotional gift by my grandmother when she passed away. The money she gave to me I used to buy the kit, and it has quite good significance to me. Onwards. Between here and Dabula, not much has happened. Still got to get these signals going, thanks to Paul Davies who put them in, and they await his excellent expert touch when he gets back here next. Around. This is the end of the OM30. They can't get past this area, which I don't really mind. Here we approach Dabula. Now, Dabula has had lots of track gradually added, including the crossover here is motorised, so we can bring trains in and out of the yard from this end only. You can see we've still got the passing loop as it originally was constructed, and all these roads you see are drivable, but not all points are operable at the moment. The ones here are all hand points for the moment. The station was built by Charles from our Alpha Motor Road Club before he passed away, and it's just sitting there awaiting me more time. It needs a lot of work done to detail it. Still train going plus again. silos here are just temporary structures, just to give some more impression. Other major works has been here at the up end of the Buller yard, where it goes back to the main line. None of this is operational, apart from the passing loop point. This is where the yard meets the main line, and we've got the leads here to go to the loco depot area, basically, which is a Y triangle. The triangle is in. Again, it's not all motorised. I need point motors, money, etc. And just there, going down the middle, where that track will go, is a single road engine house. Over here we'll have more of the loco depot facilities, water, coal, and probably eventually put a small pit in. Upper staging hasn't had anything done to it at all. It's just working and working and working. There's XPT sitting there. Come across here to the departure end, and you can see there's a few trains ready to go for the next time.